And now, live from the studios of Freedom's Phoenix, Ernest Hancock.
Turn on the tube, well I see a whole lot of people crying, don't blame me. They point their crooked little fingers, everybody else spend all the time feeling sorry for themselves.
Yeah, you're silent. I'm here. Jim's here. Ernie, you there?
Yeah, we're here on Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock. We got Jim Sharp and Drew Phillips. He's out there with the Students for Liberty from ASU going to Sky Harbor. We'll get to him in just a second. I wanted to make sure we got, the perspective from a Clear Channel morning talk show host. Very popular, got a lot of audience here in Arizona. He's also going to be at the Freedom Summit, freedomsummit.com. And I want to make sure that he has the ability to express himself on, how's this linking to the war. I mean, if we've got this empire of war going, this is a side effect. This is what happens. And I'm wondering, how is it that is so being pushed out of conversation? Dr. Paul tries to bring it up. They'll talk to people on cable news stations, and they'll say, well, why do they want to kill us? So I don't care why. They just want to kill us, so we got to, anal probe everybody. And he's going, so I want to give your perspective on that and how that, issue has come up.
Well, I was against the Iraq War. I was for going into Afghanistan. I thought that, despite our past transgressions, we have to deal with the here and now, and we've got to deal with the folks where they are. And so I was okay with going into Afghanistan, Iraq. I was never for. I also was not for just yanking everybody out once we, broke the China, as they say. But if you need anything that drives it home, we're still in Korea. And they're shelling each other. And do we need to be there? Absolutely not. And the next thing we're going to have is North Korean terrorists who are after us, and it's just another excuse for the government to have control over us. They want to put these scanners in bus stations and metro stops, and the light rail here in Phoenix, and it's just an excuse for them to do this. So. Oh, they're chanting out there, aren't they?
Yeah, let's go to Drew. Hey, Drew, tell me what's going on, man.
I don't know, man, they're chanting.
Well, give me, kind of the picture.
Can you hear that? There's about 30 people out here chanting and holding signs. There's some guys that are wearing very little with marker written on their chest saying, "Don't touch my junk," and there's a lot of signs. It's pretty noisy. There's about 30 people outside here on level 2 at Terminal 4, and there's a small group inside we're going to go try to meet up with here in a minute. And what I've noticed is all the passengers getting dropped off here on Terminal 4, when they get out of their car, they want to know what's going on, and they're taking pictures with their cell phones and their cameras. So the pictures of today's rally are going to go around the world with different travelers who are curious as to what's going on. We got some media out here and some independent and some activists. And some really good signage and some really good costumes, or lack thereof, I should say. And it's wild down here, Ernie.
Well, it looks like we got some videos of. Here we go. Let's go ahead and put that. Now they got him sideways. Don't touch my. Oh, Tom Jenny is naked.
No.
He's naked. Yes, he is.
Oh no, this is terrible.
Yeah, Tom Jenny. Oh, he's big Republican Americans for Prosperity guy, and they're out there. Oh, I can't believe this. They're Boratting it. I get it.
Did you get to the Janet Napolitano part? Janet Napolitano is out here keeping an eye on us from the Department of Homeland Security. Big Sis is here. She just wants to make sure we're all safe and we all get our enhanced freedom fondling pat down.
Hey, listen, as long as Janet Napolitano is not stripped down, I'm all good with this protest.
No, she's wearing a nice pantsuit, and she's got a red lipstick on, so Janet's out here. Like I said, there are other activists wearing costumes or lack thereof costumes, and it's pretty wild. And like I said, a lot of the passengers who are getting out of their cars with their luggage, are taking our information and stopping and taking pictures with their cell phones. We had a pilot walk by, and he kind of laughed and thought it was pretty funny. So we're definitely having an impact, and we'll be in the news tonight. I guarantee that.
Oh, yeah, with pictures like this. Jim, you got to see this, man.
I'm going to log on. I'm on my cell phone, but I'm going to log on. That's awesome.
I tell you where you go. You go to Quick freedomsphoenix.com/Ben, Ben, Nickel. .com. No, just /Ben Nickel. Well, you go to Freedom's Phoenix and you can see we have the links already there on the front page of Freedom's Phoenix. But it's this is okay. All right. Well, that's how they roll. And this is what we expected. What surprises me is give the audience your perspective of Tom Jenny and how interesting it is that he was doing this.
Well, it's funny because I ended up at a conference with Tom a couple of months ago, and Tom is a pretty staid guy. Wears a suit and a tie most of the time, and he is definitely Republican. And I'll tell you, it's nice to see the Republicans be for civil rights because they seem to have abandoned this for the last few years. I just hope it's not because there's not a Bush in the White House, and it's because there's an Obama in the White House. And I hope they keep this up for a while. But actually, now that I think about it, but beneath the suit, maybe Tom Jenny is a little more Michael Phelps than I am,
Yeah, he's looking good, though. The boy was hitting the weights. He's showing off. That's for damn Skippy. But, the thing is that, there's a common ground here, and I think Tom is the one that knows which way the wind's blowing on this one. And he was the one that kind of organized the Tea Parties here in Arizona, and so he's definitely the Tea Party type guy, Republican, and he's a consultant, and he makes his money by being for Republicans, whoever is in the White House. And so it's interesting to see them do this. So that's good. All they need is just a little inspiration, and it's not just Jim Sharp out there in a kilt. And he did you up, man. He's like naked.
Well, he certainly did, and you know what? I asked somebody tweeted me earlier. They're like, "How come you didn't wear a Speedo?" And I said, "I've got a no Speedo rule, even in defense of the Constitution. I have a no Speedo rule." So. Yeah, no, I'm glad everybody.
Am I still on with you, Ernie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here, but Al Ramirez and the boys are out here, and they're doing a good job of making sure we got sidewalk space, and we're not in anybody's way, and we're all having a good time, and they're even giving us water. So really nice guys out here, and they're taking care of us. So we're having fun, keeping it peaceful and safe, and we'll try to get the videos up later, and you guys have a good show.
Hey, wait, let me ask you that the Phoenix police are providing the protesters water?
Yeah, I guess they're passing out water. Or maybe those were just for themselves. I don't know. Were you guys passing out water to us? Oh, it was for them. But they're doing a good job, and they've got one lane of traffic here where we can get off of the curb and film, and they're making sure we stay on the sidewalk, but they're making sure traffic is flowing, and it seems like we're not disrupting anybody's holiday travel plans. So Al Ramirez says everything looks good, right, Al? Al's shaking his head saying everything's good to go.
And he's the Confrontation Prevention Squad of the Phoenix Police Department. Yeah, no.
That's the new name?
Well, that was the old name. Hey, thanks, Drew, for calling in, man. We'll look forward to your videos. Yeah, I tell you, in the mid-'90s when we were doing this, that was the name of their squad, or it was called the Confrontation Prevention Squad. Well, they changed it to Community Service, whatever the heck it was. But that's how I know them, so that's what I'm going to call them. Hey,
no, it's nice to see them get that because you know what? That might be what saves us in the long run is local law enforcement saying, you know what, we need to protect the citizens of our community, and we need to protect them against the encroachment of the federal government, which is, as you know and your listeners know, Ernie, it's just it's ridiculous now. And when nobody has to answer to anybody, like the Phoenix PD has to answer to people, as we've found out now with some nasty potential scandals that are going on with the Phoenix PD. They realize they've got to answer to people, and that's good. That's a good thing. And the people in Washington don't have to answer to anybody, and that's why they just continue to push the limits, hoping that the local law enforcement will want to strip search you and check your cavities at every traffic stop. That's what they want to become the norm.
Yeah, I know, and we're trying to prevent it with peace as long as we can.
Baby.
Hey, thanks for coming on, Jim. It was great to talk to you. We'll be right back
anytime.
here on Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock, in just a little bit. You guys stay right there.